Good morning. You know, each Sunday for the last several months, I've really enjoyed listening to the Power Talks. It's so great to hear someone's story that they've gone through. You can relate to it. And so today I'm really honored to be able to share my story with you. My talk today is a little different than maybe some of the other Power Talk speakers in that I'm still in the middle of my experience that I'm going through. So I'm going to tell you where I'm at, tell you what's going on, challenge you to maybe take a step that I've taken, and at the same time, just ask for your continued support as I go through my experience as well. If I look back on my life, in general, it's kind of been one of those lives to where I've always just said, you know, things have just kind of gone well. I've never had any major problems, major initiatives, anything that's gotten off base. I've had strong, supportive family. Growing up, no childhood horror stories. I was, raised independent Baptist. We thought the Southern Baptists were liberal. 4 days a week in church. Very solid. Opportunity, I had a chance to go to college, the only one in my family. I'm the youngest of 7. And when I graduated from college, I took, of course, the first job that was offered to me. And that began a 21-year career with a job that I became very passionate about and a job that I have truly fallen in love with. I've been successful. I've been paid well. I've made an impact on the world. And I just assumed this would go on forever. I'm not much of a jumper. I don't jump from one thing to the next very easily. When I'm in, I'm loyal. And I kind of, through that process, kind of lean on, unfortunately, sometimes living unintentionally because I don't really look for the next best thing that's important to me. 2 years ago, I found myself not enjoying my job as much. Many things were contributing to that, but overall, I just wasn't happy anymore. And they were still happy with me, which made it even harder for me to make a decision to leave. I knew that I would probably be able to retire, and I'd assumed I would just, plow through the next 15 years and get through it. That's when CSL really started to make a big impact in my life by letting me know that I can live intentionally, and I can determine what all pieces of my life look like. On April 24th of 2011, Kathy ended a talk that spoke to me at the right time. She said, it's okay sometimes to allow yourself the opportunity to leave something you're doing, knowing that you have accomplished what it is that you set out to accomplish in the first place, and allow someone else to step in and follow their passion in that role. So my question, could I actually step away from a 21-year career and know that I will find another job that I'm passionate about? Of course, all the pieces come into play of, will I be able to find the same level of job that I have? Will I make the same money? What if they don't have the same benefits? What if I have to do something different than I'm doing now? But I was interested on the concept, but I wasn't sold. So it was just too easy to stay. So should I go to my boss and quit tomorrow? No. If I truly believe that I can have an intentionally led life, then I had work to do to manifest that. I first had to know that I'm not going to be satisfied with just getting through it any longer. I don't have to do that. And also, I had to make the decision that I was going to make a change. I shored up my spiritual practice. I set some intentions around finding a passionate job, that I was going to have a safe, comfortable, and secure way to leave my current job. And I scheduled an appointment with a practitioner, Kathy Galvin, who's sitting over here, who's been amazing. I started sharing my journey with other CSL friends and family members so they could support me along the way. Over the next 6 months, job opportunities started showing up just out of the blue. Didn't apply for anything. Things started showing up. Nothing really rang. Nothing was really the one. And about a year later, there was an announcement from our national office saying that we were going through massive restructure and my job would be eliminated. But I would be offered another job. So here I am. Here's my chance. I was offered an operational role managing 200 staff across 12 states. Definitely not my passion. And I almost took it. I almost said, it's this job, I better take it. The next week, they offered a voluntary separation package for me, and I was able to leave with 1 year of severance. I accepted the separation, and I immediately freaked out and got off track because I left my spiritual tools to the side. I had to really shore up myself to stick with my spiritual practice, my spiritual tools through this whole process. If I look at, if you are here today and you are in a place where you want to be somewhere different, either on your own or you just don't feel comfortable there anymore, through everything I've looked at, I've been offered an amazing way to leave. I've needed to practice receiving through all this as well. And I have been so happy through this entire process of leaving my passion and finding a new one. My plan was to take 1 to 2 months off. Within a week, a headhunter found me on LinkedIn. I never get anything on LinkedIn. And I am now I've done 3 interviews. I'm in 4th interviews now for an executive director of a national foundation, a passion job of mine. And I will go there to Philadelphia in 2 weeks to interview for the final interview. I might get it, I might not. But I've learned through this that either way is good. I at least know now that I can step out and I can find another job. I'm not finished with the experience, but I just wanted to put this out there. This has not been hard, it's not been limiting, and I've actually been more happy than I've been in a long time. I challenge those of you who might not be getting the most out of life, don't settle and make it work. Make a decision that you will lead a passion and healthy life and happy life. Put your tool belt on of CSL classes and principles and build the life you want. I stand here today with so far, with not the outcome, ultimately with this experience has not ended, but I just know by applying what I've learned here at CSL, it has truly changed my life, and I will not be stuck in a place for years to come that I never wanted to be. Thank you so much for sharing.